everyone, welcome to a swinging Yorker. Fantastic test match going on at Sharjah. One of it's got a Guinness Book of World record as a one-day centre. So fantastic centre for one day and not a bad centre for test match cricket also. Last time Pakistan played here against New Zealand, Pakistan had a tough time and I think Pakistan lost that test match. Also this test match, it is very evenly poised. It is at an even keel, as they say, and it could go anywhere. Pakistan needs a few wickets. Pakistan in the first innings only got 234 runs, and Now England is well placed at around 210 or 15 for 4. So England, if they get a lead of in excess of 75 runs, it could be really dangerous for Pakistan, because on this wicket, 4th day, England with a lead of say 80 or 100 runs, it could be difficult. But Pakistan's got to try and minimize that lead as much as they can. As they say, and I keep on telling our viewers that test match is a game of sessions. The more sessions you win, the better control you have over the test match. Right now, England leading Pakistan in the sessions race. England have won more sessions in this test match. Tomorrow when Pakistan comes back 3rd day, they need to win a few sessions strongly to make a good comeback in this session. So let's just go to the gentlemen in the studios who have joined us here. There is a big party, a party of 3 as the English would say in the olden times. So we got a party of 3 in the studios. Let's just go to them and ask them what they think, how the test match is going. First of all, none other than our very favorite Naushad Shah Saab, very soft spoken Naushad Saab. Assalamu alaikum sir, how are you?
Fine, Leela, thank you very much. Wa alaikum assalam.
And how's golf going for you? Are you enjoying your golf?
Yes, I do. It's a very good weather for golf. Yeah.
Great. And how are you, Numan? How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and it's a pleasure being here as always.
Well, the pleasure is all ours also. And Nasser, the very few words, man of few words, but has good things to say, because Nasser, you've been a first-class cricketer. So welcome to the studios, Nasser.
Thank you so much.
So we start with you. Pakistan got 234. They won the toss. They got 234. Personally, I think it was not a very easy wicket. There was some turn. Astonishing first day, there was some turn in the wicket. It was doing a bit for the fast bowlers also. So a bowler's wicket, but 234, still not the score I thought they should have gotten. I think on this wicket, this particular Sharjah wicket, Pakistan were about 70 runs short, and had they got around 300, I would have been happier. So Pakistan didn't bat that well in the first innings, having won the toss, having gotten that advantage.
Yes, before I start on this particular test match, can I say something about, you said Guinness World of Record. That is about Sharjah. It's a fantastic ground. I mean, it used to be considered as a home ground for the Pakistan cricket team, and it has got maximum number of one-day matches. Apart from them, it's got infrastructure, and I still remember that there was a time when around the Sharjah ground it was all sand, everywhere sand, nothing else. Now you can see high-rises and apartments, everything around. But it's a beautiful center, sponsored by Pakistanis, and a lot of money spent by Mr. Bukhatir. Now come back to the
CBSFS.
CBFS.
Yeah.
Players Benevolent Fund Series. That was, I'm one of those beneficiaries on
fantastic.
that. I got $35,000 on that.
Oh, fantastic. You even told us the money. That's good money, sir. No wonder you're playing golf now.
Yeah. Now, what about this test match? Sharjah is a good ground for batting and bowling both. It has got a wonderful academy on the sidelines where you have 3-4 pitches, all sorts of pitches. Pakistan, when they play Sharjah, I think they have got a wonderful record, except the New Zealand, which you mentioned earlier. But it's a wonderful test match so far going on. It's a real test of, I would say, patience on the both sides, real test of nerves, and I think they have done extremely well to restrict Pakistan to 234. And all credit goes to their bowler, particularly Anderson. He bowled wonderful spells, 3 spells, all to be very effective.
And sir, you spoke of Anderson and Broad. Between them, they bowled 29 overs. They gave only 30 runs and picked up 6 wickets. So that's wonderful bowling, and that's just tremendous bowling. And people, I mean, I like to have a word with people who often, there is a debate between me and the people, because I like Anderson. I am a big fan of Anderson, and some people who don't like him that much often say that he's not such a great bowler on subcontinental wickets. Here's a proof of how good a bowler he is on these wickets, and how well he's adjusted on these wickets also. Yesterday, he picked up 4 wickets. Between Anderson and Bord, they picked up 6 wickets for just 30 runs in 29 overs. So that's how well he bowled. Numan, I thought Pakistan should have gotten at least 300 runs. I know the first top 2 layers of this wicket has been relayed, so obviously it's giving some assistance to the spinners, and it had something for the fast bowlers. But I think England bowled really well. They had a good plan. They knew if they could constrain the Pakistani batsmen, they will get their wickets. They will probably make the mistakes. Do you agree with me that they contained the batsmen and got the wickets that way?
They did contain the batsmen, but if you ask me, I think the main factor behind Pakistan's mini collapse in the middle was that their opener, the makeshift opener Azhar Ali, who has never opened before in a test match, he got out without scoring. And for me, Shan Masood shouldn't have been left out in the first place. He scored a 50 in the second test match, and if as an opener you can score a 50 on the first morning of a test match, it's as good as 100 being scored by any middle order batsman in the middle of a test match. And that exposed the middle order early, and a mini collapse occurred.
Now you've given me all this fodder to talk about what I wanted to talk about. I was trying to sidetrack this because I didn't want to get into that mood, but now you've given me, the sort of incentive I needed to talk about this. I believe, Nasser, that 50% of what Numan just said is right, but he hasn't discussed the 50%. Why was Azhar Ali opening? Who asked him to open? Who are we trying to accommodate? Why was Shoaib Malik being accommodated at number 3 when he's clearly not a number 3 batsman? I mean, why? I mean, he got that 245 on the deadest of, flattest of wickets ever, and that also he got a life on 40 when it was a no ball. And so fine, I mean 245 still great, good credit to him. Double century is still a double century. There is absolutely no way about that. He got a double century, but you could see that he was not a number 3 batsman. I was speaking to Mohammad Wasim the other day right here on these very studios, and that's what he said also. He said, well, 5 years Azhar Ali has been serving Pakistan as the number 3 batsman, has an average of 45 runs, has 9 centuries, over 20 half centuries. If someone like that, I mean, if his mother-in-law or something happens to the mother-in-law, expires and he has to rush back home, or he's injured, when he comes back, why shouldn't he come straight back at the number he's been batting for 5 years? I mean, why would you want a forceful kind of inclusion in the shape of Shoaib Malik, and also be unfair to Shan Masood?
It's a very long question, Leena.
It's generally a statement, not a question.
I think we had a very long discussion previously as well. If I'm not wrong, Azhar Ali has opened. I might be wrong, but he has opened. That's the thing. We always accommodate the players. I think last week, previously we did talk about that issue, and I told you that when Azhar Ali is coming back, he will open. That's the only way they will.
And I told you it's going to be wrong.
And I told you Shan Masood will be left out.
Absolutely.
And the second thing, I agree with you that Shoaib Malik is not a number 3, but once he had made that 245, he needs to carry on. He needs to play the test matches, but not at number 3. I don't agree him as a number 3 player.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying.
And the second point, Leena, is here, like you need an extra bowler. On such wickets, you need an extra bowler. As Imran Khan got unfit, you need an off spinner. So Shoaib Malik had to play. If not Shoaib Malik, then they had to include Bilal Asif.
And he would have been a good choice because he can bat also.
That's the thing. They had to play either Bilal Asif. They are going with an extra batsman. And that collapse you're talking about is just like we can say that they are mentally a bit relaxed. And on the first day, you can say that the wicket has some moisture for the fast bowlers and for the spinners. That's why the ball was gripping or spinning. But now it's flattened, and it's for me it's not an even test match right now. It's in England. It's in England hand right now. If they manage to get a lead of 150 or 200, they can do that. So the trouble is for Pakistan.
For that to happen, Nasser, this player at the crease right now, Bairstow and Taylor, who's played very well, you know, he's come back to play test cricket after a while. He's done well in a pressure situation when Ben Stokes was injured. Effectively there was one more wicket down than on the actual on the board, one more wicket than that. So he came back when England were in a bit of pressure. He's still on the crease. I think he's got 60 odd runs and still not out. So tomorrow he can come back fresh. And a lot will depend how Pakistan does in the first session. Now we all know the first session is a pro bowler session. There is always something in the wicket. Rahat has been bowling well, Wahab's been bowling well, but Rahat bowled a particularly good spell today and has worked really hard, and swung the ball also, so he's bowled well. So it'll be important that Pakistan picks up a few wickets to come back in the test match tomorrow. Sir, we're talking about the lead, and rightly Nasser said if the lead goes up to 150 or more, I don't see it going there. I see the lead being around 100, and Pakistan can, if they can restrict England to just a lead of around 80-90 runs, and then can bat well and get around 300. I think on this wicket on the fourth day, getting around 200-220 will be very difficult for England, considering that the Pakistani spinners are turning the ball. Yasir Shah is in good form. He's recently also had a session with Shane Warne. He's full of confidence, and we saw today that he's bowled really well. So where do you see this test match going?
Lead is a lead, whether it's 50 or 100, it has got some psychological impact on the batting side. I mean, a batsman opening the innings, if he look at the scoreboard and he has to think about, say, after clear 70, then I will be at par, or I have to clear, say, 100. So lead is a lead. I mean, of course, I think you must have seen in the last test match when Pakistan has the lead, they had the problem in the batting lineup at the close of the play, and luckily they draw the test match. But the same thing could happen here. It's not that. No doubt the pitch is playing much easier than the first day, but you must have noticed that it has got some turn in that, and particularly the finger spinners. If they spin with the finger as a hard one, then it takes a lot of turn. Like Yasir is doing it when you bowl, say, top spin with that comes up, but when he bowls a spin with the finger, it goes away, and it goes away very fast. So I think the lead will make a lot of difference, and then of course the Pakistani opening batsmen, top order batsmen, they will be very, very careful. So I think Pakistan should try to restrict them as low as possible, which they can do it, because this is the only pair. After that, their all-rounder and the tail comes in.
Numan, where do you see the match going tomorrow? Pakistan has, they've got their job cut out, as they say, because already England is batting well. James Taylor has batted well, and he's, played the spinners really well. He's made a good comeback. He looks like a very competent batsman, something like Asad Shafiq, pretty competent, and they're out there to survive and make runs also. He didn't seem under pressure against the spinners or the pacers. He played his game. He's got Bairstow with him. So in the morning, Pakistan's got to pick up those wickets, and how much do you think Pakistan should restrict England at?
Well, England are in a very healthy position at 222 for 4 at stumps.
That's just 10 runs to go.
Yes, and effectively they are 5 down, because Ben Stokes is most likely not to come out to bat tomorrow. So once they get this partnership broken, then they have Samit Patel as well, who has been a very high performer for the England Lions as well with the bat, and he's a very good player of spin bowling. And then Adil Rashid, we all saw what he did in the last test match. So their tail does wag, and we need to get them get a few early wickets within the first hour tomorrow.
Okay. And Nasser, Numan's talking about the tail wagging, and generally there was a discussion between Ramiz Raja was taking an interview, Hafiz's interview, and they did talk about the tail, Pakistani tail not wagging. And Ramiz asked Hafiz that, it costs Pakistan, it will cost Pakistan if the tail doesn't wag. And what Hafiz said is that it's already costing Pakistan. It has been costing Pakistan, last few years. So, and we talk, Numan mentioned Samit Patel also, he's got a first class average of over 37 runs. So, how do you see this match progressing, and how important do you think the first session is tomorrow morning, and Pakistan needs to get, how many wickets does Pakistan need to get in that first session?
Lina, if you talk about the first session, it's really important. We need to get all the wickets in the first session. If not all, then might be after lunch, 1 hour after lunch. We need to get them in like first session, first and a half session. And the lead should be like less than hundreds. That's a few things. For me, our tail, Pakistan tail, they are struggling for the last 3 to 4 years now.
Yeah, many
There
years.
is no competent batsman in the, as we can say, in our tail. But if you talk about English, even their batsman, fast bowler Wood, he played, I think,
he
more than
almost
100
saved
balls.
the match for
He
them. He
always
got 28
saved the
runs.
match, and same in the case with James Anderson, he can block as well. So our tail, they cannot even properly block the balls. You see, our tails, they are not making that 50 or 60 or 70 odd runs which are required by any team. Secondly, if we get 2 to 3 quick wickets in the first session with the faster bowlers, like if Wahab and Rahat can produce that good spell, then we can even restrict them for like 300s, and the lead will be like 60-70 runs, which is good, because if Pakistan is going to save this test match, they had to bat at least 3 to 4 sessions, and so that they can make 200 runs above. I think they can make 300 runs excluding the lead, 230 to 40, which can be difficult for the English batsmen.
Okay. We have Muneeb Farooq, sports analyst, with us, and Assalamu alaikum, Muneeb, how are you?
Walaikum salam, I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. We will be discussing the test match. Tomorrow is the crucial third morning. What do you think should be Pakistan's strategy to sort of contain England in as less as possible and not to give them a big lead?
Yeah, it's all about damage control from here on in. The last session has clearly been belonged to the English batsmen, and Pakistan need to take early wickets tomorrow. If they have any chance of restricting England under 300, that would be great, because anything over 300, that would mean a lead of around 100 would be very difficult, because the pitch seems like it's going to break down on the 4th and 5th day as well. So damage control and restricting England to as less a total as possible.
Tell me something, you said a lead of 100, and that is what I've been saying also. I would say around 75-80 would be great, but maximum 100 runs. And then Pakistan have this advantage that the English are batting last on this wicket. So how many runs do you see if, for instance, England get a lead of 100, how many runs do you think the Pakistani batting lineup needs to score in the third innings?
If England gets a lead of around 100, then Pakistan need to at least get somewhere around the 300 mark to stand a chance of defending a total of around 200. That would mean defending a total of around 200 on the 4th and 5th day, and that would help us get back into this one. But having said that, the pitch has settled down a bit today, and it won't be easy tomorrow for Pakistani bowlers to get them out quickly. And seeing Bairstow and Taylor play the way they are, it's going to be difficult. And Yasir Shah and Zulfikar were not able to generate that sort of spin and turn that which was visible on day one, because the pitch settled down a bit. Because I thought we could have skittled them out around 200, 250 today, but that did not happen.
Thank you, Munib, for your views, and I kind of agree with them because the pair at the crease right now, Bairstow and Taylor, did play really well. The last session they played really well. I was also expecting Pakistan to get the wicket of at least Bairstow very quickly. When he came, he was under a bit of pressure, but then he showed a typical Yorkshireman kind of resilience and got out of that. Sir, Bairstow is a Yorkshireman. And he showed that resilience. Every time he comes on the crease, he looks very nervous. The first 5-10 runs, he seems like he's going to be out anytime. But once he crosses those 15-20 minutes, he becomes more and more confident, and it's a typical Jeffrey Bycott kind of resilience, or Michael Vaughan kind of resilience.
I think he has got a solid technique, and then he has got a foundation as far as the batting is concerned. First, this is the start of the career. He's not a very senior player, but this is start. You can say the start of the career for Bairstow. But certainly, he is a batsman who is likely to improve, and he's got the patience, he's got the technique, and above all, he is in a mood to make the partnerships and changes the end very quickly. That's
Runs
all
well
there.
between the wickets.
But I think we got to get rid of Bairstow as early as possible, because what I have seen that once he is settled, then he can play the strokes freely, even through the cover, overhead.
He's a very good T20 player, very good one-day player.
Yeah, so that's one thing is there. Secondly, you just talked about tail end batting. Yes, tail end batting is very, very important. Waqar Yunus is an exceptionally good coach, there is no doubt. He has got his own ideas, he has got his own theories, and sometimes I have seen also that he insists on the tailenders to go and have the nets, and a few of them, they get extended nets when they are in the practice session. Would you believe it, when Imran Khan used to be the captain, and if any tailender having a nets and he tried to get funny in there, not playing seriously, he was turned out and then come again with 2 or 3 rounds of the ground. So that's what I'm trying to say. The tail end batting is very, very important.
And Numan, how important do you think the tail end batting is? Because teams like Australia and South Africa and even England, they put up 50-60 extra runs. Even last match, even Broad scored, Wood scored, everyone came to the party. Adil Rashid, not such a tail ender. Samit Patel, not such a tail ender. He's got a first class average of 37. So this match, if they get an extra 50 runs, this is a low scoring affair, this match. Another 40-50 runs from their tails and nothing from our tails, would you think that could make the difference between winning and losing?
Well, whenever a tail wags, it is a clear sign of the fact that the spirit in the camp is high, because the tail enders put up a fighting effort. If you talk about Pakistan, in the last couple of years, their tail has been the second worst in the world, and this is a very, very serious point which they need to ponder about. Yesterday, I watched Mohammad Hafiz's interview, and he told Ramiz Raja that the tail enders spend a lot of time in the nets, and the coaches work really hard on them, on their batting, but their batting isn't really coming off in the middle.
No, another thing that he said was that there was this thought of appointing one proper batsman with one tail ender. He said it was a thought, but it was never done. Maybe if that's done, it could be a better idea. For instance, Rahat Ali could be given to Hafiz, and maybe Junaid Khan could be given to Misbah, something like that. One batsman with one tail ender.
Yes, this happens around the world. England practices this. Alistair Cook and James Anderson and Ian Bell and Stuart Broad, they have made up pairs, and this has really helped their tail wag. And
or good friends, batsmen and tail ender who are good, get along good, can be, they could be coached
even,
by the other.
James Anderson has saved 3 test matches in the last couple of years for England, and in the last test match we saw Wood nearly saved the test match.
And every time Anderson saved a test match for England, the next test they've gone on to win that.
Yes,
because the other team gets so demoralized because 9 down and you can't win the test match because the tail ender comes and saves you the test match because he blocks and blocks for 5, 7, 10 overs and you can't win, and only 1 wicket between you and victory. And before that, this same tailender, as in Anderson, would take 5 wickets against you. I mean, he could just demoralize you no end, right? Nasser?
Yeah, I agree with you, Alina. The thing is, when we talk about our tailenders, Rahat Ali, Imran Khan, Wahab had a good innings in first class, and so is Yasir Shah, but not consistently they have done well in the domestic. The thing, when it comes back to the domestic structure, whenever the tailenders are batting, when I used to play Rahat Ali or Imran Khan, we know hardly they will face 4 balls or 5 balls or even 1 ball. So it's just a matter of 1 or 4 balls for our tailenders. And when we talk about Wood or Anderson, they have saved a lot of test matches for the England side. So it's just a mental game. It's need to be settled at a domestic level. When these batsmen are batting, they need to bat properly, but they don't take it very seriously in the domestic season, and that carried on in the international arena. When they go on, they cannot face the quality bowlers because they are not even facing the domestic bowlers properly. So how can they manage to face the international bowlers at the even on Sharjah wickets?
So coming back to the Pakistani batting in the third innings, once they dismiss the English side tomorrow, and they're facing a deficit of say around 100 runs, how would they approach that? And do you think the Pakistani camp would tomorrow, or whatever time they get to bat, would they change the opening pair, or have they probably realized that Azhar Ali cannot open? And are they wasting him and he should come on his original position and make a change over there, or would they do it next match?
You are also expert. Can I ask you a question? If not Azhar Ali, who is going to open?
I would have liked for the next match. I would have liked
not on this particular inning. I'm talking.
Well,
about.
Sarfaraz to open. And
right, that's what you are thinking, right?
I'm thinking Sarfaraz to open only for
this is a good idea. It's a good idea. I do agree with you.
So Azhar Ali can be number 3, and Shoaib Malik could bat after Misbah, and then Asad.
That's what a good idea. That's what you think about. You think about for tomorrow. But you don't forget that Azhar Ali has been opening in the ODI matches. Am I right? Azhar Ali is number 3 batsman. If the first batsman out on the first ball, he has to virtually open the innings. So at number 3 batsman is always taken as close to the opening. So I'm saying it's not that case something hell is falling on Azhar Ali. He should be mentally prepared to open the innings, because it is all in international cricket. Number 3 and number 4 they sometimes come in when they are hardly the 1 over is bowled. So it's not such a big issue. Azhar Ali should settle himself. I mean, he's a matured player. He has got 8, 9 centuries. Why can't he open the innings? He should.
Interesting. I'll come back to you on this. We've got Mr. Chishti Mujahid online. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ms. Moin. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum to the viewers, and a very good evening to all of you. I'm well, thank you.
Sir, we were discussing the fact that Azhar Ali was asked to open when he has been a great batsman for Pakistan at the number 3 position last 5 years. He's got 9 centuries there, 20 half centuries, and then just to accommodate one player, we had to change his position, and Azhar Ali clearly looked uncomfortable. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think my thoughts would be that was it necessary to play Azhar Ali, because he was a bit rusty after having been to Saudi Arabia and then having injured himself and then been out of 2 test matches. He could have set out the third one as well and recovered completely for the assignment in the summer or the assignment in the one-day internationals. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I think Pakistan got it all wrong. If they had dropped Shan Masood, they would have gotten an opener, and Ahmad Shahzad would have fitted that bill. And I don't think anyone has the courage and the conviction to drop Shoaib Malik. He could have sat down and we could have had Azhar Ali at number 3 and everything would be back to normal. Now, if you want to tinker with the batting order in the second innings, it's too early. Azhar Ali has now been slotted into the opening order, and as such he should probably carry on there. But the point is, then if you bring in Sarfaraz or Shoaib Malik to open, then you disturb the entire batting order. You'll have to drop Asad Shafiq from his number 6 position to somewhere else. So I don't think that's going to work. I think we should stick to what we did in the first innings and hope for the best. But I think let's go to today's play, and I think England did a magnificent job, their batsmen, particularly Bell and Cook, and then after that tremendous partnership between James Taylor and Johnny Bairstow. They pulled England out of what could have been sort of dire straits at 139 for 4 when Bell was out, and they've taken them. This is the highest partnership of the innings so far. It's taken the score to double Nelson's, 222, just 12 shy of the Pakistani total of 234. I think the pitch may have slowed down today even further, and the outfield is heavier than it was yesterday. As such, you've only seen 218 runs scored today as against 238 yesterday. England's run rate is 2.41 compared to Pakistan's run rate of 2.74, and Rahat Ali and Wahab Riaz's bowling analysis are almost as impressive as Anderson and Broad. So I think the pitch and the outfield have a lot to answer for, but then England have batted with grit, they have batted with determination, and they have really faced the spin and the pace bowling of the Pakistanis extremely well. Full marks to them, and I think Pakistan will have to come back very strongly. They can get a wicket on Nelson's, so first thing tomorrow morning they could get a wicket, because wicket usually falls on Nelson's and double Nelson if you're superstitious. But I think the day today belonged to England. They did not make any mistakes, and they fought back very valiantly after the loss of Moeen Ali. Once again, England got it wrong. Moeen Ali is not an opening batsman. I think they're just wasting him there. And they would have played Alex Hales here and would have been even more better side. But in fact, they're also trying out some experiments. What is in store for Pakistan and for England? It's going to be a very interesting test match. In the end, it might boil down to a very, very close contest. Misbah's captaincy today lacked imagination. He was sort of run-of-the-mill. I mean, 2 slips a gully for the pace bowlers and then a slip a gully for the leg spinner. And the difference between Zulfiqar Babar and the England leg spinner, left-arm spinner, that is Samit Patel, is that Samit Patel spins the ball, whereas Zulfiqar Babar depends heavily on the one which comes in with the arm, the armour, and also the one which just slides away, and as such he's wicketless at the moment. But Yasir Shah, of course, did not repeat the magic that was expected of him. He's already conceded 79 runs for just a couple of wickets, and I think England may have worked him out, as they were likely to do, because of all the analyses and all the experts they have at their command, including Mahela Jayawardena, one of the best players of spin bowlers. He is their batting consultant, or whatever you call him. So I think at the moment the match slightly tilted in favour of England.
Also, a second time round when Yasir Shah would be bowling, it would be around the 4th day or maybe a bit later, around the 4th day, I feel. Do you think he'll be more of a threat because the wicket would have perhaps be taking more turn, it'll be a more difficult wicket? And also the point you raised about the field placing, Misbah's field placing, do you think it could have been because Pakistan only scored 234 runs and he would have been on the defensive, and at least even if you fail in the first innings after winning the toss, you should score on a difficult wicket, you should score 320, 330 runs?
That's a tall order, I think, but let me be the devil's advocate and talk from the English point of view. Now, England are 222 for 4. They go on to score 450. Then what happens? You see, maybe Yasir Shah will not be asked to come in and bowl again in this England second innings. Hopefully, Samit Patel, Moeen Ali, and Adil Rashid and the two pace bowlers will do the job for England. Now, that's the English point of view. The Pakistan point of view should be is get these people out as soon as possible. They're already one player short because I don't think Ben Stokes will bat. And what they should do is get them out as quickly as possible. That tomorrow morning, in about an hour or 2 hours, they should wrap up the England innings and build up a fairly large total, which will be a difficult task because this pitch is not conducive to stroke play. The outfield is very heavy. As you know, that's why there are very few boundaries scored and very few 3 runs. 2s are not converted to 3s. And as such, that is why you see a fairly low-scoring test match. There have been 180 overs bowled already, and you've only got 456 runs or whatever it is. Maybe 400. Yes, it is 456. So, it's an entirely different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable comments and your views. And today you played the devil's advocate also, which was very interesting. It is great to hear from the other side also.
I knew you would pounce. I knew you would pounce on the devil part.
Thank you, sir, for trusting me with that.
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
Thank you, sir. And it was interesting that Shashi Saab discussed the English point of view also, which is very essential. Because sometimes what happens is that us being all Pakistanis and us being so passionate about cricket here in Pakistan, we only look at the Pakistani point of view. Here at Swinging Yorker, me and Ali do try and look at the other side also. But the thing is that, how much of a lead would be in the dangerous territory tomorrow, and which 2 bowlers should Pakistan come and attack with first thing in the morning, sir?
Pakistan, certainly, the left arm leg fast bowler is bowling extremely well.
Rahat?
Rahat. Of course, they should start with him and then he should be supported by the leggy. And I'm pretty sure that you will have good impact on the batsman. But he rightly said one thing about Zulfikar Babar. Zulfikar Babar pushes the ball into the air. He doesn't turn the ball into the air. The maximum he could do is float the ball to come into and hit the pad.
So tell me something, am I suffering from amnesia or what has happened? Because when I saw him 2 years ago, I thought he was trying to turn the ball, flight the ball. What is he doing differently now?
I'll come back. Yes, very good question. You see, when Babar came in, he was a slow left arm leg spinner. Once he's come into this international arena, he has got the coaches, he has got the instructors, he has to change environment, he start playing the T20s, he start playing the 50-over game, then he has changed a lot as far as the bowling is concerned.
He's now pushing the ball too much.
You are absolutely right. Now, as far as the ODI or the short version of cricket is concerned, this will pay. But as far as the test cricket is concerned, we have got a lot of time to play and a lot of energy to use it throughout the day. Then that batsman is always thinking, always planning. It is not like a batsman planning to hit you over the head. It's batsman trying to defend and looking for the loose one. So in that way, Zulfikar Babar to me looks to be a little different when he came initially.
So, Numan, this is very interesting thing we're discussing. Any time today also a few balls that he bowled between say 80 to 83, 84 Ks, he looked a bit dangerous. He got a bit of bounce also. When he bowled the ball slower in the air, he got a bit of bounce. And when he was bowling a bit faster, he didn't get so much bounce. Anytime he got bounce, he troubled the batsman. So why can't he do more of that?
Before we get to it, just a short word, if you allow me, on Azhar Ali's batting position issue. I won't agree with anyone who says that a number 3 batsman is equal to an opener.
Absolutely, well said. Because it's all in the mind.
The 3 best number 3s I have ever seen in the world, in fact the cricketing world has ever seen, Brian Shaw-Zlara, Ricky Ponting and Jacques Kallis. Do you remember a single test match in which they opened the batting?
Not me, no.
Azhar Ali is nowhere near them actually. And even when Herschel Gibbs was banned for a year, they bought in Boita Hendrik Dippenaar. They didn't promote Jacques Kallis to open the batting. Coming to Zulfikar Babar, I personally felt that he bowled pretty well today, and he nearly got Ian Bell out. They reviewed the decision. I personally felt that it did touch the outside edge, but
because
since
there was no daylight between
yes,
bat
there
and
wasn't
ball.
any daylight.
Yeah.
But since there was no technology, no hotspot, no snicko, the decision was upheld. The on-field decision was upheld. Then the very next ball popped up into the air, and the fielder catching round the bat misjudged the catch.
Absolutely, you're right. I agree
But
with
thankfully for them, in the next over, he got out.
Number 3 batsman doesn't mean that he should start opening. No. If the emergency comes, he should
What's
be
the
prepared.
emergency, sir?
I'm not saying this particular emergency.
Yeah.
Supposing your number 1 batsman is not fit enough to go and to open the inning.
Yeah, that is an
If you send number 3 batsman as an opening, he should be able to do the duty. And why? Because it is a simple reason. When number 3 batsman there, the first ball the batsman disturbed, he has to act like a opening batsman. Number 1. Number 2, whenever there is a number 3 batsman, he has got the technique to play the new ball. Even number 4 batsman has got the technique to play a near ball. Number 3 and number 4, both batsmen, they have got all the capabilities to go into and face the ball even in the very first over.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say now, that Mr. I was the one who brought him here. Azhar Ali.
Fantastic player. I really like him.
But you see, when he can open the inning in the ODI, why can't he open the inning in the test matches?
No, Nasser, because you're shaking your head, but before you say what you have to say, I disagree with it only because I think opening in the one day is a different ball game. Opening in a test match is another ball game. People, Numan very rightly pointed out, and I even saw Dravid was asked to open. He wasn't even comfortable. Someone who later on got over 10,000 runs in his career wasn't comfortable batting at opening the innings when he was a regular number 3.
I'll come back for him. They are playing practically on the ground.
We'll give you two chances. Okay?
I'll just say, playing practically, going into the psyche of the players on the ground, going into that scenario, and then sitting outside somewhere else on the TV set or in the benches, watching the matches is a lot of difference. One can imagine the ideas when he's inside the cricket, know the cricket and played the cricket, and then he knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely. Nasser, you played the cricket, you tell us what's happened.
I agree with sir, like he has selected me for the first time in
you have to forget about that for right now and answer.
I've left cricket, that's the thing.
Go on.
But the thing is, I completely agree with sir, like Jack Callas, he has opened in T20, he's opening in one day. We are just giving a lame excuse that Azhar Ali can't open. Why can't he open? If a batsman got out on the very first ball, Brian Lara has to come in. That's the point. Just named a single opener except Shan Masood in Pakistani lineup. If you can name an opener, Ahmed Shehzad is struggling. He's not in runs.
That's not Azhar Ali's fault.
That's not Azhar Ali's fault. We cannot drop Hafiz for some reasons. And
what are the reasons?
I don't know the
reasons. Please elaborate on the reasons.
I really don't know the reasons.
Hafiz, elaborate on Shoaib Malik's reasons.
You have given the responsibility to Shoaib Malik to bat at number 3. For me, Azhar Ali should not play this test match just because Shan Masood has made a 50. Give him some confidence, like he is just playing test cricket. So give him some confidence if he has made a 50 in Dubai. So why not Shan Masood?
I will have to completely disagree with you. I think
you have your own words.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
come on, you yourself said on that particular day that Azhar Ali, Shan Masood, you said something about Shan Masood. What was
I said he shouldn't be dropped. And if I were the selector, I will drop Shoaib Malik. That is what I said.
You said something else. You said the winning combination should continue.
No, but I never, sir, not for a minute did I say that when Azhar Ali comes back, he should be dropped.
Supposing you said winning combination, all right, I agree with you. Now, what is the winning combination?
No, but that doesn't mean, sir, that if your number 3 batsman who's been doing well for you for the last 5 years, if he's fit and back and ready to play, he should be made to sit out.
Hell will not fall if Azhar Ali is not playing this match. It should have been played by Shan Masood.
No, he should have played, and then Azhar Ali should have been. it should have been a clear thing. Number 3 batsman should, when he's unfit, a number 3 batsman came in. When the regular number 3 comes in, who's been playing for 5 years, he should straight away come and replace him. That's my point.
I mean, this is something happened that Shoaib Malik, I mean, good or bad, whatever it is, he scored 243. That is a score you cannot drop him straight away.
Absolutely, but then the management should have thought about that you have a number 3. They could have asked Yunus Khan to be the number 3. He was the number 3 for a long time, and they could have then asked that match where he got the 245. They could have asked Shoaib Malik to back lower down the order. Then it would have been easier to replace him when Azhar Ali would have come back. Because the fact of the matter, sir, is that I don't dislike Shoaib Malik. I really like him in one-day matches in T20.
It lot depends on the captain. Captain, who's captain? Misbah. He is your first-rated captain. He is the best captain.
Sir, this is a great program, great debate. I hope we can carry it another day, but we are short on time. So thank you very much, and really good fiery debate today. I really enjoyed it. Numan, thank you very much for coming here. Some very valid points raised by you also, and Nasser. So today it's me and Numan and you and Naushad Saab 2 on 2.
In the last you just
argument.
answered your own words, like Yunus Khan was batting at number as a 1 down and just moved 2nd down. So they are professionals, Lina. They had to bat at the given
because I'm saying
positions.
that because Yunus Khan had batted at number 3 for a long time. That's why.
But that's the
But
thing.
I'll
They
have
are
to thank you
professionals.
now
We
and
cannot give these lame excuses like he cannot open and he cannot bat at number 1.
This is an ongoing debate. This is certainly an ongoing debate, and we are going to debate what should have happened when Azhar Ali came back. Had Shan Masood not been dropped, should Shoaib Malik would have been dropped, what could have been done to create a better, better team batting performance. I feel Pakistani batting did suffer because the original number 3 had to open. That is my view, and I feel if they really had to accommodate Shoaib Malik in the test match scenario, I don't know why, if they really had to, they could have asked him to bat down the order. But anyways, it's a brilliant debate, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did over here. We are going to continue this debate another day, inshallah. Until then, you take care of yourself. Good night. Bye-bye.